She told him she was visiting family for a week, but when he spotted her having dinner with her ex, he didn't shout, didn't fight. He planned, and when she finally came home, well, let's just say karma showed up first. If you've ever wished a cheater would get exactly what they deserve, hit that like button right now. Subscribe for more savage revenge stories, and wait till you hear how this one ends. Back when my buddy was in his mid-20s, he thought he'd found the one. They'd moved in together, shared rent, and talked about getting engaged. But like so many stories that start sweet, it didn't stay sweet for long. A few months in, their relationship hit a rough patch. Fights about money, work stress, and intimacy. One day, she told him she needed space. She'd be visiting her family, about 600 kilometers away, for a week. At first, he believed her. Why wouldn't he? But a few nights in, he decided to grab dinner downtown with a mutual friend. And there she was, not hundreds of miles away with her mom and dad, but sitting on a cozy patio with her ex laughing, leaning in close, sharing drinks. He didn't storm over, didn't yell. He pulled out his phone, took a few clear photos, and walked away. He knew exactly what he'd do next. You see, they lived in a small apartment on a month-to-month lease. He was the only one on the lease. She was technically just a guest. That meant, legally, she had no claim to stay if he decided to leave. So, without saying a word, he went home and gave the landlord his 60 days notice. He found a new place almost immediately. The landlord, a good guy, agreed to keep it quiet whenever she was out spending the night with friends or working late, which he now knew probably meant stay with her ex. The landlord would show new tenants around while she was gone. In the meantime, he played it calm. He acted cold but normal. He suggested couples therapy, but didn't push it. He didn't fight. He didn't even sleep with her. And when she'd come home late smelling like someone else, he'd just nod and say, okay. Deep down, he knew the trap was set. 2 months later, it was moving day. He didn't pack alone. He hired a professional crew, bright and early, boxes stacked high, the furniture wrapped, everything being carried out piece by piece. She came home mid-morning, probably after a night with her ex, to find strangers boxing up her living room. What's going on? She demanded. He didn't yell. He didn't argue. He just laid the photos on the kitchen counter. The shots of her and her ex, undeniable. No excuses. She was stunned, pale, fumbling for words. Then, as if things weren't humiliating enough, the landlord arrived. Calmly, he told her, "You have until midnight to get your stuff out. This place is rented to new tenants. If it's not out, it's going on a curb." She sputtered about how it wasn't fair. But it turned out all the furniture, the electronics, the bed, everything was his. The only thing she had left was her clothes, her toiletries, and her purse. So she sat there, surrounded by her cheap bags and scattered shampoo bottles, while movers carried out the couch they used to cuddle on, the bed they used to share, the TV they used to watch movies on. He snapped one last photo from memory. Her, alone in a pile of her own mess, looking up at him speechless. No screaming match, no begging, no door-slamming drama. Just cold, calculated karma, delivered with a smile. Sometimes the sweetest revenge is the one served quietly. No fight, no warning. Just a cold shock of realizing you got exactly what you gave. Karma never misses. If you love seeing cheaters get destroyed, smash that like button. Share your favorite revenge story in the comments. And make sure you're subscribed for more savage tales like this one. See you next time.